Hello and welcome to Optimal Expression, where we embrace our greatest potential to manifest our wildest dreams. Good people, I know it's been a long time, but I'm back. And it's time for Manifest Mondays. Let's just pick up where we left off, okay? And one of the things that I want to jump right in and talk about today is one of the major blockages people experience when they're trying to consciously manifest something: desire. Yes, it's desire. Desire can be a major blockage when you're trying to consciously manifest something. And I'm going to tell you why. Because we do not use the desire properly. Desire does have its place, and it is very useful, or I should say it's a major component in manifesting. You can't manifest something you don't desire. However, I'm sure you've heard people say before, you have to let it go. And you have to let go. Is it only me? Or is that the hardest part about manifesting something? You have to let it go. Well, damn it, I ain't got it yet. How in the hell I'm going to let it go? Let what go? Right? Because all I know is every day I'm waking up and I don't see it. So I haven't let it go. And when you don't let it go, what happens is that desire, it continues to deepen within you. Okay, frustration may set in, doubt, disbelief, discontent, okay, resentment. These are all the things that can begin to happen when whatever we're trying to manifest or whatever we want, when it doesn't show up. And that desire gets like worse and worse, right? I mean, it can get to the point too where it can even be obsessive, or, a situation where it's just not healthy. When you just want something so bad, it's desperate, obsessive and desperate. Okay. Now, when you desire something to the point where it's obsessive and desperate, those are opposing energies. So you're feeling desire, you're feeling desperation, you're feeling obsession, you're feeling lack. Okay. And I'm bringing all of this up because what people don't understand about manifesting is the feeling is what brings to you what you want. Thought is very important. Thought is where it starts. The thought generates the feeling. Okay? That's why we have to be careful about what we think. Okay? So when what we want doesn't show up, we begin to generate thoughts that are like, is it ever coming? It's never coming. Good things are not happening for me. The good things never happen to me. What's taking so damn long? I know. I've said all these things to myself before. Okay. But what I want you guys to understand is it's the desire, the deep desire. That is the major blockage, right? So what I found is people will tell you all the time to let it go. And in my opinion, like, there's a better way to phrase it, because I've never been able to let it go. Let it go. Okay. So here's an alternative to letting it go. Or maybe I should say this is how to let it go. Whatever you do, okay? Now, I'm real big on imagination and meditation, okay? Now, there's more than one way to skin a cat, okay? I mean, whatever your ritual it is, whatever the case may be, do that. Whatever your prayer is, do that, okay? And I'm being purposely redundant here. I'm going to say it again. The best times to manifest consciously is to think about something as you fall asleep, feeling like it's something that you already have. And it's even better if you can imagine a scene in your mind as you drift off, with you experiencing, having, doing, being whatever it is you want as you fall asleep. Okay? Using the imagination, going into a meditative state, whether it's before sleep or not, but that's just the imagination. That's what I do, and it's very effective. Okay? Go into imagination, visualize, and not just visualize, but take on all the other senses: hearing, touch, taste, smell. You can do all of that in your dream, in your imaginative state. Okay. So whether you do it in a meditation like I just laid out or going to sleep, think about it the first thing when you wake up in the morning. Okay. Now, what you want to do outside of that is, regardless of if it shows up tomorrow or not, you need to walk forward in gratitude. You need to hold on to the feeling that you would feel if you already had it. And that is the most difficult part. But that is the way the universe works. The universe responds to what we feel. So the only way to get something is to feel. I wouldn't say the only way. Let's just say the most practical way or beneficial way, the systematic way that I know that works is to already feel like whatever you want is already yours. And that's why imagination is very important, because you want to imagine the way you would feel if you had it. And once you catch that feeling, hold on to it, because that's the frequency. That's where you want to be. That is the frequency that the universe is going to pick up on. And then that is what will deliver to you what you want. Now, this is when we have to close off the senses, ignore everything that says you don't have it, because that is only a representation of past thought and feeling. Now we're holding on to the gratitude and assuming that it's already ours. In that assumption, in that persistent gratitude, it will show up sooner than you think. So the way to let it go is to feel as if you have it. Catch yourself when you're thinking negatively, like feeling as if you don't have it or it'll never come, okay? Because then you're working against yourself, all right? And that's going to happen sometimes. Have grace with yourself. This whole process is a journey and it takes time to master it, okay? But when you catch yourself having those thoughts and feelings that don't align, just refocus, okay? Repicture if you need to, reimagine, and reestablish the gratitude. It really is that gratitude. Like with gratitude alone, if you just thought about something, if you just allowed yourself to focus on something for all of 2 minutes and then give thanks for it and really hold on to that gratitude in your heart, it will manifest. The universe is always taking cues from what you're feeling. All right? The feelings come from what you think. Your thinking and your thoughts derive from your beliefs. Okay? So that's what I got for you for Manifest Mondays. I usually have a story, and it's hard to pick out just one story because, as I span through my trial and error with manifesting consciously, I find several stories where there was something that I wanted, whether it's like love or a car or something, a better job, right? I've had many experiences where through trial and error, I've played with this. Even most recently, as I was on my hiatus, I went on a hiatus. And a lot of it was because I was frustrated, right? I mean, like, think about it. Me, the manifestation coach, pissed off because what I want isn't showing up. And I don't know if you saw it or not, but I posted recently a little video where I talked about what my issue was and how I had to learn to refocus and come back to the internal, right? So even I made this mistake, and I have made this mistake before. I'll probably make it again. Sometimes in the mix of life, we forget, okay? So if there's anything I can tell you is have grace with yourself, because even the spiritual people, even the gurus and whatever, and I'm not your guru, but even the coaches, we all have these challenges too. And that's why I can speak to you about it. Okay. I'm not talking to you as someone who's done it perfectly. I'm talking to you as someone who's gone through trial and error. And I know that it takes persistent effort until it becomes easier. Okay? So have grace with yourself. Give yourself time to master the process. You can do it. You can do it. You are limitless. You are one with Source. And everything that you want is already yours. I hope the message resonated with you. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to see all my good people next time, right here on Optimal Expression. Peace and love.